Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Difference Maker here, coming to you from the Dallas Cowboy studio / office. Haven't been in here in a while due to a class that I'm taking at work, so I've been a little busy. I saw something very interesting. Well, not interesting, but just very powerful. It spoke powerfully to me as I was at the train station in New Carrollton, Maryland, waiting for my train to come. And an African American male pulled up to the train stop and had his two sons with him. And they were getting on the train. Now, I catch the local train that rides between Baltimore and D.C., but this individual was heading, his sons were heading to, I believe, Philadelphia or the Boston area somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but it caught the attention of everyone that was standing out there waiting for the train. So this man comes with his two sons, and one of the sons is older, and one of the sons looked like he was about 7 or 8 years old. And father, he grabs his sons and he grabs their hands and he puts their hands on their luggage, and they all bow their heads. And the father began to pray with his sons. And he prayed for the Lord to watch over them and protect them and keep them. And everybody at the train station was looking in intently at this scene, at this magnificent sight, to watch an African American male in particular praying with his sons. But that wasn't what really caught everybody's eye. Because after he finished praying with his son, his youngest son began to cry. And I mean, he really began to cry. This is what caught the attention of everybody in the train station. The father reached out his hand and he pulled the son close to him. And he said, "It's gonna be alright." And he hugged him and he rubbed his back and he stroked him as if he loved his son. He touched him. That is what caught everyone's attention. Now, why did I say African American male? Well, in today's society, you don't see that with the African American male. You don't see that with males in general, with fathers with their sons. We don't see that. Come with me to the scriptures. Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6. Let's go there. Ephesians chapter 6. Verse 4 says, "Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord." The discipline and the instruction of the Lord. I believe the word for that in the Greek in the instruction is the admonition and the exhortation, the nouthesia is what means to bring them up in the admonition and the exhortation. there's also a verb when it says to bring them up. It means to nourish up to maturity, to nourish, to nurture, to bring up. And it's called ektrepho, and it means that. That is what will answer to a society that is at war. We are losing our children. And this is to you Christian fathers out there. Bring your children up in the discipline and the instruction of the Lord. Nourish them. Don't provoke your children to anger. Hug your children. Hug your wife. Touch her. Caress her. Stroke her. Stroke your children. That is how we are going to win the war. Well, yes, Christians are going to win. Christians do have the victory. That's how you have it. That son will remember that day for the rest of his life. I guarantee it. Why am I bringing this? I want you guys to really understand that is how you win in Christ. We have to get back to physical touch. American males are, when it comes to touching them, they don't want to be touched. And so when a man who's really living for Christ comes and touches them, it's awkward. It's awkward. They're stiff. They want to back away, and the man just wants to love them, and sometimes the father or the man is accused of being gay, but they don't understand the love and the nourishment that a father has, that a man has. One thing I noticed about my pastor is that when he gets around men, it's almost like he gets, he likes to grab them and hug them. And that's because a man of God is going to want to touch. He's going to want to stroke because he's a nourisher. He cares for his sheep. You seeing what I'm saying? You see the picture there of my son Timothy, as I'm there giving him some milk. A lot of times we look for the moms to do these things. Well, you feed him, and you have to bring your child up and nourish him. If you want to win this war in Christ, do that thing. I hope that example that I just gave you, that was a true life example, is what you will do with your sons, with your daughters, with your wives. You will love people in that way. There's something about being around somebody who is very touchy-feely. In other words, wants to hug and love. They have something that we in America need to grab hold of. And those who are doing that are in Christ. And if you're in Christ and you're not doing those things, begin to do those things. It's not always we got to be stiff. This is Difference Maker just sharing with you. Yes, I will have the Galatians study up, Lord willing, tomorrow. God bless you. I love you. Thank you again for the new subscribers. God bless you.